Elaboration likelihood model is a very important theory in advertising. So this model advocates two routes to persuasion. The first one is the central route. So in the central route, people will engage in thoughtful consideration and integration of all relevant information. In this case, people are likely to focus on facts, data, function, quality of products. This kind of information requires a lot of knowledge, memory, and cognitive capacity for people to process. The second route will be peripheral route. So in the peripheral route, people are likely to focus on a lot of peripheral cues other than the strengths of an argument, such as the package of the product, people's look, the salesman's likability, because those kind of information are peripheral, so they are considered shortcuts to make a decision. So I will use the example of purchasing a camera. When people purchase a camera, different people might choose different kind of information to focus on when they make a decision. So for example, some people will choose to focus on the specification of camera. They will try to test the camera in different kind of shooting environments. Also, they will compare the quality of the pictures. So this is considered central route because it is more accurate. It focuses on the camera itself, the function, the quality of the camera. However, this kind of route does takes a lot of effort in people's cognitive capacity and also takes a lot of time if you want to investigate which camera is better. Another route would be when people focus on the camera's fashionable design, whether they have a celebrity endorsement or whether a very interesting advertisement. If people choose this kind of route, it will cost less effort. It's not really that time consuming. However, people may not necessarily reach the best decision if they only rely on those kind of peripheral cues. Here's the question: how do people choose between the two routes when they process products information? So there's actually two principles. The first principle is motivation for accuracy, which means everyone, when we try to make a purchase decision, we want to reach the most accurate judgment. We want to choose the best product. So this is the motivation. However, we know some people, it depends on the product. When you make a purchase decision about a camera, the motivation might be very high, right? But if you're just making a purchase decision about toilet paper, it's less likely you're going to be highly motivated because toilet paper is something very, I should say, has a less function, less technology involved in it. So second principle is minimal effort, which means people are lazy. They don't want to spend a lot of time, effort to do research, to compare, to think, which is why sometimes if the motivation is high, you want to spend a lot of time to do research. But if your motivation is not very high, you are likely to just use the peripheral route. So people are likely to seek a balance between the goal for accuracy and the principle of least effort. Let's talk about elaboration likelihood model in advertising. Here we have this ad about a car, right? So you can see in this ad, there lists a lot of function, a lot of advantage of this car. So it's very comprehensive, which can be very useful for customers who want to focus on the central route, which means they want to deal with the relevant information about the car. Another example would be a lot of products that use celebrity endorsement, like this Diet Coke with Taylor Swift. A celebrity endorsement is most likely choosing the peripheral route, which means they will focus on the less relevant cues. So this ad on the right is about a hair product. So you can see they use the lime to compare the before and after using the product. So we know it's not real. In this case, they're actually using some kind of humor to promote their product, which is also peripheral, because you would believe the hair of a lion is going to be different from the human hair, right? So here is the question: can you find a TV commercial and analyze whether it adopts the central route or the peripheral route? And also, in your opinion, which route is most likely to be popular for TV commercial and why? So I want you to think about those two questions and tell me when we discuss.